Hey everybody, so another episode. Call me Mr. Broadstreet here. First of all, just want to say thank you for the continued support, for the thumbs up, like, and subscribes people have been giving, as well as the feedback, of course. As it's always appreciated. So this is going to be rather a shorter video, but just kind of discussing High in the Clouds. Now, High in the Clouds is an upcoming 2027 film, but it actually has a production that's gone back quite a ways. First of all, 2005, it was released as a children's book, which I do own somewhere in the archives here. I haven't searched for it really. But basically, it's just, basically a squirrel whose habitat is being basically intruded on by human development. Very ecological and everything like that. That's kind of what Paul's been known for many years. Obviously with different causes and everything, and of course Off the Ground from 1993 being the most ecological album I think he's done in his entire career. But that's a little bit beside the point. So 2005 novel. We fast forward to 2015. Now in 2015 there was supposed to be a soundtrack collaboration with Paul and Lady Gaga. Well, that gets kind of held up or put in the can, so we're wondering about, okay, this whole project, is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Well, fast forward to about this last week, and we finally find out that, yes, the film is actually going to happen. So, I think it's got, going to have a cast of very recognizable voices. We've got Paul playing one of the characters. We've got Ringo Starr as a character Roy. Paul as a character by the name of Mackenzie. Hamish Patel, I guess a British actor, as a teenage squirrel. I'm guessing that's going to be the main character. We also get Lionel Richie. Yes, hello? Is it him that you were looking for? Anyways, we also get Celine Dion and Jimmy Fallon as well in the cast. So we're talking about a year and a half to 2 years out. I'm going to assume that there's going to be some sort of, soundtrack album. I wouldn't be too surprised. Obviously, the film itself, it's already found UK and European distributor. Another interesting aspect of this project is, I guess back in 2023, according to my understanding, is that Netflix was going to be involved in this, but then somehow they dropped their involvement in it. So the film's kind of gone back to an independent production. Also, my understanding is that the production kind of commenced around early 2024. So that's kind of been the ongoing saga of this film and of this production. It also speaks to the fact that there's still a lot of things that Paul does work on. I guess eventually they get released. I don't know. I mean, there's so many projects that he probably has shelved. They're in the can somewhere. Again, this one, we're talking about a 20-year project between the book itself, between about 10 years ago with the announcement, then there was some hype around that, and of course that disappeared. So we'll see. My thoughts on the film itself, I don't know. I think it could be maybe at least a moderate success. I don't want to get too hyped up for it. I'm sure I'll probably end up seeing it, be there opening day. I can just picture it. Action figures, press kit, the whole 9 yards. Oh, and also maybe a retroactive sealed VHS release for us collectors? No? Okay, well, I had to try. But anyways, so that's just kind of my quick thoughts. I think if they market it right, it could make some money, it could make some cash, depending on what's going to come out at that time and everything else. Again, we're now, as I've said before, a year and a half to 2 years from, year and a half really, just about from the beginning of 2027. We also don't know what other type of projects are going to come out between now and then. And of course, the 4 Beatles biopics coming out now in 2028. So that's just kind of some latest news, latest thoughts, and everything like that. I appreciate the just the whole support for the channel and everything like that. I'm going to be doing a video, but the next video is probably going to be Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to take this next weekend off, basically just to focus on some family stuff that's going on, so that'll be dedicated to that. But I have something next week for after next week for the following video on another movie. So just to stay tuned for that. You'll get to see that soon enough. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and that's just about it. I'll see everybody in the next video.